Hey everyone, Jamie Phillips, Action Auto Parts. Yeah, making sure you didn't poop on my head. It is a Thursday here at the yard, and I had a question I got to answer back about the bumper, the grill, the headlights, and possibly the steering wheel airbag and the knee airbag if they're still in it. And I can't remember if they've sold, and they have not. There is the steering wheel one over there. I'm sure the knee one's in there, so I'm gonna have to get some pictures and prices sent out to this guy, and I need to get the little Nissan Altima listed. This week started out fantabulous. Yesterday was dead, and today's been kind of a blase, but I finished getting all the mowing done. All I liked this morning was just that little section around the garage. Like a big dummy, I mowed yesterday trying to get caught up. We had a heat index of like 96, 97 degrees, so I was pretty drained when I got home. But and I've got to get this stuff straightened up here. This is starting to get on my nervous system, getting these things lined up straight, and of course getting this Corvette rear end moved, putting that one in line, these straight, hopefully get that Dodge truck yanked back a little bit, and of course get this Corvette here in order. But I hadn't done anything for a couple days. I had to work on this one later, get it produced, but not a lot, like I said, going on the last 2 days. But Monday and Tuesday was just great. Saturday was phenomenal. But I have gotten some more straightening up around the garage. Pee Wee got a fence painted, and he picked up a lot of the leftover metal and moved it. I've still got some lumber down there to pick up. I'm probably going to try to get it inside the garage and lay it flat on the floor. So whenever I get ready to start doing some inside work, I'll have some lumber there. Oh yeah, the electrical engineer came yesterday, and real quick, he was going to have to come from the other side. There's a brick house right there. From the other side of their yard. He's gonna have to set a pole, take out a couple trees and set a pole right over here. Then I was gonna have to dig underground to about right in here where the house is gonna go, and put an above ground transformer. Then I was gonna have to go from there to the garage. Well, they don't want it to be in no more than like 150 feet or something like that. So that wasn't really going to work. Plus they went, and I was trying to get by with just 1 meter. They was making me put 2. So across the road over there behind that office, you can see right there on top of that tree is a transformer. So I said, well, what about if we come from it, set a pole over there, punch under the road, then I'll be coming out real close to the house. Bada bing, bada boom. Well, they don't go under the road like the water department does. So this guy, great guy, he gets on his laptop and it's showing the geographical landscape of everything and where all the stuff is at, and he could hit one point to another and it tell him how many feet. So I've got to talk to my neighbors in the back. They have a pole back here that has the transformer on it that's not close to their house. It's like one setting somewhere roughly on the other side where those trees are kind of thin, and then they got another one on back closer to their house. So he was looking at it, and if we can clear out a little opening right there where it's the thinnest, I'm hoping, bring it in the air and set a pole right here just off of this corner. I was trying my best to keep that stuff off, but there's just no way. But I really didn't want it down front because all my road frontage is just clean. There's no poles, no lines or nothing. So we could trim this off and set it right here in this corner. So if we set it here and go just about straight across to toward that big hickory tree right there, and that driveway that goes back into the junkyard, set the pole on this side of it, then we're like, boom, 100, I think he looked it up, and it was gonna be about 100, maybe 60 feet or something, and he could live with that. That's gonna get it down in the middle of the garage and the house. So I'm 30, 40 feet from the garage, and I'd probably be 60 or so back to the house because I need to come to the back side of it. So once I get the okay from them, they said they may have to add a brace wire or move one. He just wanted me to find out if they was okay with that. He would put me on the schedule to get this pole here set, and then down to there, and then all I got to do is go from that pole where my transformer would be down there, is go underground, and he's going to drop off the base for the ground mounted transformer, and then we can dig and get it from the pole to it, from it to the garage, and I can have power. I thought I was going to have to do some dozer work and some things like that to show him I was going to build a house, but he said to not worry about it. We'll just go with what we're doing. So then I still have to get, there's the orange, get myself right there. That's where the driveway is going to come into the house. And so I'm going to get with the water department and see exactly where they want to punch the meter over. I'm hoping it'll just be right over there where it'll be close to the driveway is what I'm hoping for. And then I just have to run it from the meter. I'll put me in a junction box where I can run it to the garage. And then when we get ready to do the house, run it to the house. So there you go. So yesterday, got that done. That was a plus, because Bruce works 4 days a week. Now he works 4/10, so he's off on Fridays. And so now we've got a plan. And then, like I said, hopefully the neighbors in the back, we got to see exactly where that pole is. But from his computer, it wants me to think it's right over in there. And so, yeah, it's just, it's been a chore trying to get the logistics of all this stuff figured out. But I think we'll get it done. I'm going to get back in Little Smoky. I tell you, I'm going to have to probably check the oil. This little car runs like a top. The motor is just as quiet as a mouse. Ice cold AC, but it smokes. So it may be needing some oil in it here shortly, but I've just been jumping in and out of it and zipping around in the junkyard because it's nimble, and you can kind of dart in and out of some of these spots a little bit easier than you could in Black Betty. Hey, give me a thumbs up, please. Leave a comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next.